So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
We have already started here.
Oh, shooting chance!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's looking wide, spread neatly.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Takes aim.
Aktukolu!
He will be livid with himself.
Cash
Picks it up from the goal kick. Caught offside that time.
Now it's Martinelli. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this guy, Gianluca Scamacca, is a player whose rise to the top was never smooth. Having had stints in the Netherlands and his native Italy, he's very much a big man with a great touch. Very effective making balls stick, as you can guess. But I've been...
Tries a shot! Goal! Porto! And Porto go in front.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Lille are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, that pass isn't the best. No, that's been intercepted.
Played back in.
Aktukolu
Looking to run onto it.
chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And by.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nouri.
This is the time you need that pace.
Looking for the run.
That's very neat. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Lille are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Crosses it, gets his head on it! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. That is ended up in no man's land. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now, can they get him away? And this is Sané. And this is Sané. Ball swung in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Oh, good spread. He has found the way through. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Salisu goes back to front. That's a good ball out wide. Can he get it through? Salisu cuts out the pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Antonio Silva kept his eye on it, and he's there. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Looking to play him in. Aktokolu receives it in a wide position. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Tries to pass it through. Antonio Silva spots it and intercepts.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Tries to play it through. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Cash. Sane will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shot at goal! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cash.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Brandt. And here's Scamacca. He's a sharp little ball here. Now the terrific header. Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Threads one in. Can he finish? Fagioli. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Lille will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Porto get the second half going.
Lille clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aktokolu. And it's Brandt. Now that's well seen too. That is good alertness. Short changes him with that pass. Antonio Silva. Now it's Aktokolu. Brandt. That's a shade optimistic. Cash. Pepelu. Aktukolu, he is through here. Picked out, and the shot! Goal! Nil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Lille get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
That's a sharp pass. And that is a little undercooked. Nicely weighted ball. And he plays one through. And he's intervened well there.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Sane with the short one. Chance, surely! Porto are looking to go forward now. And he cuts out the supply. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nouri. Barrero. Aktukolu. And he's managed to get free. Aktukolu! Brandt. Looking for options for movement. Cash. And that's a good ball. Shoots! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Lille go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Lille perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Politano. Oh, that's a fine interception. Fagioli. Now that looks a decent ball. He's through here. Not the most convincing of passes. Barrero. That has been cut short. Now he's off and running. And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. And a chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And the pass is intercepted. Politano. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's a searching pass. Well timed, excellent interception. And by Porto finding their passes. Aimed beyond the defence.
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 18.
And that's definitely not his best.
Le numéro 22. Le numéro 11. Attention,
Glory.
changement.
This is Bakasetas. Can he get onto this? Gets into some space. It's a promising position. Played into the middle. Could try cutting inside here. He's got full! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Corner number 3 coming up. There's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Bakasetas.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that was vital. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Beto.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Bakasetas. Knocks it into space. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. De Vrij gathers from the goal kick. Glory. Played into space. Spread neatly. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
So what can they make of this? Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that will be it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Terrific recovery. A really fine win, that, Jim Beglin.
Well, what we've seen is...